Well, here we are for the midnight walk and talk. I've got Mollie this time. Well, she's been telling them off when they've tried to mate with her, when they've been pestering her, so that's good. That means she's probably coming towards the end of her time in season. Well, it just means she's expecting, but it means now she can come out for walkies, and that's cool. Amber's obviously run off again. Run off over there somewhere to try and get food. Amber! Amber! Amber, come! Amber, come! She heard me. She's coming. Well, she's coming. She heard me. Definitely. Here she comes. You just told Amber, stay with Dad. Stay with Dad. You shouldn't be going over there, should you? Eh? Be a good girl. That's a good point. Yeah, there's one thing I could be talking about tonight, or one little thing. Your Christian birth date. Well, there was a lady, so I'm just trying to do something else at the same time. Put something away. There's a lady who either goes to, she goes to the, whatever it's called, God knows. But anyway, we're sort of friends on Facebook, and Facebook message come up saying it's her birthday. So I said, happy birthday. I said, but which one is your favourite birthday? Or your bestest birthday? She come back, she didn't have a clue what I was talking about. She started speaking about, probably when she was about 7. I said, excuse me, you're born again. If you're born again, you have a far better birthday. A birthday that matters far more. Lucy, come, now. Good bop bop, Lucy, bop bop. Bop bop. Lucy, leave it now, leave it. Lucy, here, up here. Bop bop, Lucy. Lucy, bop bop, there. Lucy, here. Lucy, there. Let's call the bottle, Lucy. That one there. Lucy, bop bop. There. There, Lucy. Because it's not falling over, is it? You donut. There you go. Bop, see? Donuts. It's a bop, see? Nutters. Oh, there's food containers back here again. That's what they're trying to eat from, this here. Yeah. I mean, again, look, bin there. There's a bin there, and there's another bin just over there. Now, why did you dump your crap there? Crazy. A bin just there. It's not even that full. Mollie, enough noise. Pick it up, take it if you want to take it. Lucy, get it. Mollie, now. Lucy, get. That's what I was trying to get Lucy to get. See, she wasn't showing quite clever, she was there, was she? Showing a bottle, but because it was standing up, it wasn't actually laying down on the floor. She didn't have a clue. Because it could have been a glass one as far as she knew. Because it was standing up. Normally the plastic ones are laying down on the floor, not standing up, so... Oh, not sure if that's showing cleverness or not. But anyway, yes. Put it this way, I mean, if you ask most Christians, when is your Christian birthday? What is the most important day of the year for you? What are they going to say? Their wedding? Christmas? Their birthday? Their child's birthday? All these dates are going to come before their own date when they basically got saved. Started a relationship with God. Coming through Yeshua. That's what I said about, do you take Christianity seriously? If that date comes way down the line for you, then come on. It just shows how serious you take your Christian walk. Really, because the day you become a Christian isn't that important to you. It should be. For me, it was the 22nd of July, 1994. 22nd of July. That's my birthday now. I was originally born on the 28th of July, but 22nd of July is the day I celebrate. I don't celebrate the other one. I don't have a choice in that one, did I? Don't have a choice. In the first one, I was born into a world of sin. I was born into the kingdom of Lucifer in the first one. In the second one, I was born into the kingdom of heaven. So which one is better? People, look. Ask God to show you where you are. Right? Where are you? As in, who do you serve? Being one question. How is your relationship with God? You know, as in, are you being led by the Holy Spirit? If so, how's that going? You know, how is your ministry going? When God tells you to do something, are you likely to do it or not? God will tell you. You ask him, he'll tell you. Problem is, do you really want to hear? Do you really want to hear? That's the thing, isn't it? Do you really want to hear? Don't know. That's the thing, isn't it, really? But this is the thing. We need people around us who are going to help us to be aware of this stuff. To know that this matters. And I say, if the date that you become a Christian doesn't matter, then being a Christian doesn't really matter to you, does it? Not really. Not really. It's way behind if your marriage is the most important date. If the date of your children's birth is more important, then being a husband, being a wife, being a mother, being a father, more important. It's more important than you being a Christian. More important, because those dates are more important to you. Right, those events, when those things happened, are more important to you than the date that you gave your life to God. The date that you were saved by grace. Not by anything you did, but by grace. The date that the Lord welcomed you into his kingdom. The date that you first understood what Yeshua has done for you. That was the first. And that isn't that important to you. Okay. As you do. Riley here. Amber, come here. Riley. No. Riley. No. 1 second. Sorry, they went over to two people over there. Amber. Pack it up. I don't imagine they're sitting there on the swings, because the swings are going to be wet. I'd imagine so. It has rained a bit. Not a lot, it's been light rain, that's all. Right, leave it, Nutter. There you go. Folks, I mean, the point of it is, you know, if you take your relationship with God seriously, then no matter what the devil throws at you, all those slings and arrows and all that crap that he throws at you, it won't do anything. Yeah, I mean, there was a picture that God showed me of a little circle. Then there was a bigger circle around that little circle. 1 second, we've got someone coming here. So we just get past this. Amber, behave. Amber, behave. Amber, hang up. Behave. No jumping. No jumping. Wait, Amber, this way. Come on, this way. Lucy, shut up now. Amber, get in now. Shut Up. Stop shouting. Who are we missing? Who are we missing? No, you're all there, okay. It was Chewie that was missing. He's over there. Right, okay, there was a little circle. Then there was a bigger circle around that, quite a way around it. So it was, away from it, but then a bigger circle. Now, the little circle was where God was. Then there was like a... If you look at it on a picture, little circle, then there's about a 4-inch gap all the way around. Then there's another circle around that. Outside of that second circle is the world. If you're in that 4-inch gap, there, if you're between those two circles, or if you're in the inner circle, you're absolutely fine, you should be fine. But the closer you are to the outside circle, the more in danger you are of the devil getting you and dragging you out. Now, so many Christians have one foot in, one foot out. So I said the other night, check on who has ownership of your life. You gave your life to God. That means you gave everything to God. What have you taken back? Because if you've taken certain things back, it could mean that the devil has a foothold in your life. That's why you don't take stuff back. That's why you give it all to God. That's why you let God have it all, because you don't take it back. Yes? Hopefully things are starting to make sense. You have a foothold in the world and in God's kingdom. You're going to be pulled into the world. Simple. God is not going to try and pull you into his kingdom. Okay? He's already said, continue to say, I'm here when you want me. Come closer. The closer you are to me, the more you develop a relationship with me, the closer you come to that inner circle. The closer you are to that inner circle, the devil can't get anywhere near you. But if you choose to live on the edge, if you choose to have one foot in one kingdom, one foot in another, you can do that. But if you do that, understand the God of this world, that is Lucifer, is going to come and get you. Okay? Oh, and he will. Because those things you've taken back of your life, the devil will use those things to pull you away from God. People don't understand. We're involved in a spiritual war. There's a spiritual battle going on. As I said, the Bible talks about it. Look at the Bible. It talks about war. You found another ball? Ethan? That's a good ball again, one, isn't it? Okay, we found another ball. It looks like the bin's been put back, but then it's been tipped over again. McQuay! Here you go, Mollie Kylie. You take the ball, bruv. Here you go, Mollie Kylie. You take the ball. The Bible talks about, says, the weapons of our warfare. So it mentions warfare. It mentions weapons. Weapons of our warfare. As I said the other day, it says, we're not at war with people, the flesh. We're at war with the spirit. So it mentions war. It mentions we're at war. Right? You're not taking it seriously? Are you insane? You are supposed to be a soldier of God, basically. You know, the devil and his are waging war against mankind. You know, all these people at the moment who are dying, but not dying of COVID, are dying of things like heart disease and cancer. Where do you think all that comes from? There's a bin again, been knocked over again by some idiot. Put back there probably by the council. Wasn't there last night, but back there again. Not helpful, is it really? Anyway, get back to it. Yes, all those people that have died of heart disease, cancer, that comes from the devil. The devil is doing all that to people. What's our job? Our job is to set those people free. We're involved in a spiritual warfare. The devil wants them, God wants them. Right? God at least wants to give them the opportunity to know him. Right? So that on that day of judgment, they can't say, oh, but I didn't have a chance. At the moment, there have been people that have been dying over the past 20 years that have the right to question God on their day of judgment, to say, excuse me, when did I ever really have a chance to get to know you? And they're absolutely right to be able to say that, aren't they? They're absolutely right to say that. Because in the end, that's the reality for an awful lot of people. When did they ever get a real chance to see God working through his people? Now, let's understand something quickly. Different ministries work in different ways. Different people have, are blessed by God in different ways. God works in different people in different ways, etc., 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 etc. So just because you don't recognise that God's working in someone doesn't mean it's not happening. God still works in people. As I said, God often works in people that aren't Christians, because if his people aren't up to it, he'll go and use whoever he can, like Secret Santa or anything like that. Because, God wants to bless people. Now we, who are his, we need a lot of money. We need a lot of money because there's a lot of blessings that need to be given. Just look at that Secret Santa that East Idaho News does at this time of year, every year. Every year. They started it early. It was December they started, but they started in November this time. The need is great. People need new cars. People needing funerals to be paid for loved ones. I mean, especially now. There's going to be a lot of that. Of course there is, yeah. So there's a lot that needs to be done. A lot that needs to be done. But at the moment, God is not going to use the system that's in place right now. That church. God's not going to use that. Because he knows he can't trust that. He knows for a reason he can't trust that, because it's not trustworthy. God knows that. Absolutely and totally. So, hopefully, God's going to set up a new system, a new church, designed his way, by his will, with people doing things his way. Absolutely. Yeah? Alright, let's see God working through his people. Let's see his people, first of all, being set free. Because there are many, many Christians who still have exactly the same issues that they had when they first became a Christian. All of them. Same issues. Hi. But there's the Freelander. Oh, it's not a bad car. It's insane. It was stalling a lot on me earlier, which was quite annoying. I told it off a lot. But there you go. So, look folks, take it seriously. Okay? As I said, you have one life, but one life means you're going to die at some point. Because you have one life, which means it has to end. Just make sure that when it does end, you're ready. And try and make sure that when it does end, that when you get to face the Lord, he says, well done. As I say, if you get him by the skin of your teeth, that's fine. That's fine, because you're in. Right? You're in. That's cool. You're still in. Better than spending an eternity in hell, for goodness sake. You're in. You might not have an incredible story about how you serve God in such a marvellous way, but you're in. But wouldn't it be fantastic if someone like Paul can come over to you in heaven and say, please tell me what you did. I've heard about it. I really want to know from you. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Really. That would be just phenomenal, wouldn't it? Yeah. Great stuff. That's what you want, isn't it, really? You know, to have that. Oh. Brilliant, eh? Aye. Well, I heard back from my friend today. Quite ironic, because I was speaking about that the other day. But, yes, heard back today. A number of different voice messages on Facebook. I was going to reply by voice message, but I did a little video for him instead. But the reason is because with the voice messages, you can only do, I think, about a minute of a message. And then you've got to do another one, then another one. I think she did about 20. Right. But yeah, well, she's done very well. And look here, I've got 3 girls, 2 boys. What have they got now? 3 girls, 2 boys. They're just copying me. How rude. How rude and inconsiderate of them. But they're doing well. They are. They're doing well. You know, God is meeting them where they are. That's good. God is providing for them. Fantastic. You know, it's good. But she was telling me in her voice messages that, yeah, give me a bit more of the story about when she first got married to Rob. And she'd been into New Age. And she had this New Age belief. And she'd had all of that New Age belief. And then met this person who was living this way where God's going to provide for us. We don't know how, we don't know when. And many times they were in trouble. They were in trouble. They had nowhere to live. They come to stay with me for a couple of days because they had nowhere to live. That wasn't ideal. That was not ideal in any way, shape or form for me at that time. Because I was in a tiny little place. I mean, not as small as I'm in now. Certainly it wouldn't work now. God, no. The place I had then was a lot bigger than the place I got now. Probably about 3 times the size. But, yeah, there you go. In the end, yeah. But, she's happier now. She's doing well. Which is good. I felt for her. I really did. But I felt for him as well. They were both had it tough at some point in their marriage. I mean, I would certainly say, having to be honest, yeah, if I was him, I'm not sure if that marriage would have worked. I'm not sure if I could have been that patient as he was. So, well done to him. He's now seeing the rewards of that patience. I mean, I'm not trying to say he was that patient. He wasn't, not all the time. No, he ran out of patience at times and he was struggling at times. But he did quite a lot better than I would, I think. Certainly all those years ago. I mean, I know that, I'm changing now. I know that I'm dealing with things differently to what I was. I'm making better decisions now than I did. Even a few months ago. I'm making much better. Mollie, you got the boo-boo? Mollie got the boo-boo. Hello, my girlie, go. How you doing? Mollie's coming around a tennis ball. I should have put it in the car, but we've got a lot in the car anyway. We've got a lot of tennis balls. Didn't need another one. I should have got a racket. I got the racket in the car, haven't I? Yeah. 1 second, I'm going to walk back to the car and I'm going to get a racket. This way. I'll end the video when I get to the car, but I just whack the ball around for them for a little while. That way they can have a little play with the ball. Hi. But look, as I said, whether it's last night or early on today in the Fairy Village walk, you need people around you that are going to help you to be accountable. Now, don't look to your husband or your wife for that, because that's not really their job. Friends from church, family, other family members who can be honest with you, who you respect. Yeah. But don't look at a people pleaser, because people pleasers they will always tell you you're doing brilliantly, because they've got in a habit of always saying nice things because they want to please people. Don't look to them. They're the worst people you can ask. They really are the worst people you can ask how you're doing, because they will tell you, but they will tell you the nicest thing they could possibly say, which is giving you a rather disturbed and unrealistic view of where you are. It's important to always understand where you are. It's important to always look at where you are. Yeah, put it this way, what are you repenting of? Yeah, is it a different thing, or is it the same thing over and over again? If it's the same thing over and over again, but then you've got issues, you've got something you need to improve on, haven't you really? You've got something that is a habit. And if you've got a habit, break it. You know, ask God to help you to break it. Recognise it as a habit. Ask God to help you to break it, because the devil will try and use anything he can use. You've got to realise that. The devil will try to use anything that he can use. That is a reality. So, break the habits. Recognise the habits first, then break them. That's the thing. You're going to have it, break it. You're going to have other things. None of us are perfect. That's the reality of the situation. We're all still human. We're left here in a world which is full of temptation. Full of temptation. And because it's full of temptation, we slip. That's the reality. That's going to happen. We slip because we live in this world. It's full of temptation. We do. I did okay today. Not too bad. I mean, where previously I was at the gym. Oh, that's a good point. I was at the gym today. Yeah. I mentioned that the other day that I was going to try and do 35s. I did 35s. 35 kilogram dumbbells. Did it. Aye. Difficult, though. Not easy. Especially because the ones I got at this gym have got bobbly bits on the end. So when you try and rest them on your leg, to use your leg to help your forearms out, to lift it up and give you a bit of a push, it doesn't sit quite as flat as it would do, as the normal ones do. So that's not helpful. But I did 3 sets, 6 reps, 10 reps, 6 reps. So that's good. You know. So the plan is next time round, now I do chest again, I'll be trying 35 kilogram dumbbells again. But I'll be trying it with the hold one arm up, 4 presses, hold that arm up, 4 presses with the other hand, do it that way. But then after that, I'm going to try with the 42s, I think. Well, because the 42s don't have the bobbly bit. The 40s do. And if I'm going to try with the 40s, I might as well go with the 42s, really. Because I went from 30 up to 35, so 35 to 42 is only going up 7. It's only got 2 more than what I've just gone up. So therefore, I can probably do that. Because if I could do 6, and then I could do 10, I think it's 9 or 10. I'm not sure if it was 9 or 10, it might have been 9, say 9. And then another 6. You know, that means I should be able to do a few more. Because, you know, really, max means I should be able to do really 2 or 3. And that'd be good if I can do 42, because think about it, a couple of weeks ago, the aim was 30. I was doing 25 and 27.5. The aim, the mountain to climb was 30 kilograms dumbbells. Well, I've now done 35, so that's good. So the aim now is 42, because the bigger aim is going to be 50. I've got to get to 50, because I'm 51 years of age, so I've got to get to be able to chest press 50 kilogram dumbbells. That's the aim. Once I get to 50, if I can do 55, I'll do 55. Depends on where I'm at, because the gym I'm at the moment don't have 55 kilogram dumbbells. The other one might do, I'm not totally sure. But all I did today was chest. I did back. Oh, I did back. So I did upstairs first, and then I did downstairs. So upstairs I did raised bar first for chest, then I did flat bench, raised bench first, and then flat bench. Flat bench, I only did 30k with that. I didn't do 35s, I did 30s. But that's fine, because really I just done 35, so fine. Did 30s with that, so that's cool. Lucy, bop bop. Lucy, bop bop. Get your bop bop loose. So I did back as well. And then went downstairs. Went downstairs, I did a bit more stuff downstairs. So, yeah. I did back downstairs. I think I did about 114k was maximum I did with back today, but that's okay. That's okay. I think 120 is my max. But to be honest, I don't mind. There's no real point with that I'm looking at. Because again, 120 is a bit more than what I weigh. So that's cool. If I can get to 150, 160, that's cool. I suppose that would be the aim for that one. Shoulder press, I'm doing that tomorrow. I've done 25k with shoulder press. I think 30 is probably what I'll be aiming for with that. So that's something to aim for. But once I get to those levels, I think then I'm going to start working on more reps rather than up the weight anymore. Well, because, yeah, I'm going to get older, and as I get older, I really need to do more reps, because that's going to help with the fitness side of things. Because more reps still with the same sort of weight, you see. So, yeah, if I'm still lifting 50k, when I'm in a few years' time, I'll be 55, still lifting 50k, but doing, 12 reps times 3, 50k, that's not bad at all. For somebody who's 55, so yeah, I'm not going to mind that too much, am I, really? So there you go. So tomorrow I'm booked in to do upper back, and I mean, with that, my max for that is, with lateral pull down, I think it's about 90. With low row, it's about 120 max. So again, I could increase those. Yeah, I could do that, I suppose. Anyway, that'll do you for now. I'm going to have a little whack in the ball with the puppies, and yeah, you take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.